Viewer discretion advised. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at this. Welcome back, everyone. Well, I mean, you should say that to me. Being an adult. Oh, it does have its wonders. Ooh, boy! And what better way than being an adult in celebration of going back on the YouTube grind than playing something adult-themed? Or, it just has, like, a mature story. I can't believe I played this. Fun fact, this was the first ever game that I have got on Steam. I thought Steam was, like, pretty weird. It was like a virus or whatever. I know, I was like a stupid little baby boy. Was it like 2014 or something? 15? I don't know. It was somewhere near the beginning of high school or like the end of whatever, but yeah. This was the first game. This was my first ever Steam game. Oh, and I just forget everything about it. I can have a blind playthrough 2.0 because it has been actually so long, and I played, playing other games. Who cares? Let's just start the game. Woo! I step back and examine my masterpiece. Oh boy, this sounds sadistic AF. Perfect. My favorite color, blood! Yeah. I told you, I mean, if you saw the beginning of the video, yeah, I know. Discretion advised. I always love red. It's different, brilliant, vibrant, unusual, a happy anomaly. Oh yeah, by the way, it's like a murder mystery visual novel. So yeah, this is something that I don't even think a lot of people have played. You always think Doki Doki murder anime game, but what about this? This is like peak. It's like the Edgar Allan Poe of visual novels. Just like me. Red isn't much for nature. Really only shows up in autumn. And even then, it's a dreary rust of nauseating cherry. And we just can't have that. Not when it deserves so much more. It's on his villain arc. A whispering breeze, or whoever, yeah, I don't know. Whispering breeze filters through the thoughts brushing against my skin with icy fingers. I allow myself a moment to pause, to relish, to admire, to welcome the fresh scent of freedom. Whatever that means. This is what I live for! When I open my eyes, I spot a frail leaf dancing. The frivolities of visual novels. I know. Just gotta explain everything. I flick through the world. Dude, the asparagus. The shades of asparagus. I'm getting hungry. Disgusting. How anyone can enjoy this color eludes me. A soft groan redirects my attention. Waiting masterpiece. Jeez, it's like pulsating blood red. I don't even remember this forest scene. It's lovely, really. Spread across the ground, face contorted with fear, twitching cold fingers. Not to my best work, unfortunately. The canvas died much quicker than I had originally expected, even when I tried to carve a bit slower. Ugh! Ugh, you can hear the squish knife. Ugh. Pallet's chest. Ugh, mutilated. Ugh! The way this visual novel also just, uses the literature, the novel aspect, just to create the uneasy feeling within your. I think that was also something why this visual novel was unique from the other ones. Icky, scarlet secret, blood, dip my finger, blood like syrup and gentle, smooth iron rust, things sharp and beautiful. Now a new canvas. I check my surroundings and, well, presently I realize that I'm still holding the isom of a leaf in my hand. Well, it'll have to do. Doodly-doo, I'm like Vincent van Gogh. Da Vinci. Da Vinci. Ah, yes, dear Vincent. Da Vinci. The man cut his own ear to send a message when words didn't just suffice. I'd always admired his style, but he wasn't a serial killer, murderer, whoever you are, whatever you are. You crazy. You crazy. You crazy. I take a moment to appreciate the leaf's newfound radiance on, like, the mutilated corpse or whatever. I hang my canvas. That's better. If there was only more of this color in the world. What? Oh, okay, there's a phone ringing. Moshi. Is it done? You're always in such a rush. Well, yes, it's done. I was having a moment. There's more where that came from. You interrupted me. You're the one who wanted to know when I was finished. Yeah, the thrill leaps to my veins as my lips pull into the tenuous smile. Well, is it? Same time, same place. You know, the usual, the usual. I nearly clapped my hands, but mastered myself for one final word. Understood. I cut the transmission and eagerly withdraw the small bottle within my jacket. Only one pill left. The pill. But no matter what, I'll be getting more soon enough. I popped the final capsule into my mouth, puncturing its skin with my teeth and rolling the bitter gel over my tongue. Now this is life! I'm getting high off the drugs. This is what drugs does to you, kids. Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. They cause murder. Today's fun is over, but tomorrow we'll just hold just as many. Ma Yama Ishimoto. Huh? Good to be back in class. I wonder what that murder was all about. Murder! Oh, and this is where the high school fun begins. I sluggishly pull my head upward, fixing my eyes on the woman. Wooga wooga. Are you even listening? No. No. I've always napping more appealing than relearning history that's been drilled into me since at the age of 6. Not that I can actually say that. In all honesty, this teacher doesn't deserve that kind of callous response. Yes, ma'am. Perfect. Summarize the whole sentence. Ooh, about that. Ooh, about that. Touchscreen board. Oh, yeah, schools are like introducing all these touchscreen whiteboards. I know there's like a couple schools when I was young. They're introduced it when I remember in elementary. Not that many classes even had them, but I can recall some people talking about how tons of schools are being given these whiteboards now. It's crazy how school and life and just technology and life just like goes on. You know, being an adult and on. Oh, the days of youth. The days of splendor and murder, as this game has it. Our glorious metropolis beginning 2000 AD. Why do they have to say AD? Like, bro, just say 2000. Easy. Life was really boring. Unless it's like some, I don't know, whatever. We weren't in debt, weren't at war. We're basically doing nothing interesting. Perfect! The teacher's lips purse into a thin line. Ooh, eruption stickers. I feel the slightest tinge of regret in rain in my sarcasm. Then in 2007, America entered a debt crisis that caused a worldwide financial crash. Japan was one of the countries most affected by this, well, second to China. And why might be that? Because we were dumb about who we partnered with. Ha 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 ha! She taps her fingers impatiently. Can you hear that? Yeah, that's the impatient taps of the fingers. Yeah, it's like ASMR. Well, she asked me to summarize. She didn't ask me how. Anyway, our glorious government didn't handle the situation so we had a lovely depression with all the highs of unemployment and the crime. Good effort, gold star. The teacher waves her hands as the class roars with laughter. Yeah, sure, buddy. Yeah, sure, class clown. Sit in the back where you belong. Anyways, the grass is green. Elizabeth, perhaps you can salvage this explanation. By the way, what's this? Oh yeah, I'm using controller at the moment. Hold on, and yeah. There we go. Whew! There we go. Yeah. I'm using Xbox controller like I use for all the games. It's the Y button. So if you want to use controller, a TLDR, Y button. Although I do remember when I first played this game, I was using a controller. I mean, keyboard and mouse. Because I didn't have the controller till sometime later. Wow. I was a real gamer. I was a real gamer back in the day. Like and subscribe if you want to be a gamer. Oh, anime girl! She gestures a few seats to my right, where my lavender-haired classmate sits, her spine as straight as a ruler. I feel a curdle of distaste in the pit of my stomach as I lounge against my chair. Of course, Elizabeth Oshiro, class valedictorian, school poster child, and the area's golden girl. Nap time. I settle my head in my arms as Elizabeth leaps to her feet, smiling warmly. She got this in the bag. And I can just let her do all the work for me. Nothing as usual.
Certainly.
Actually,
Certainly.
how should I voice this?
During this time, Japan fell into chaos. Public demonstrations, often violent, occurred almost every day. Violence and murder, political scandal, like the Unification Church. Ah, yes, it just kept spreading.
The teacher relaxes as Elizabeth's textbook recitation. She even shoots a quick glare in my direction. Yeah, top shit, ain't I?
Eventually, local political powers became more effective than the centralized administration, hence why Isamu operates as smoothly as it does. Thank you, perfect girl! That's why you're valedictorian and you get all the A's!
Ha ha ha. Elizabeth smiles primly and settles back into her seat, fixing her eyes on me, little old me, challenging disapproval. I only shrug my shoulders because it doesn't matter. I'm just in school. I just want to do nothing. Just like live and then I just die. Like the murder that just happened. Like what's going on? Oh, beautiful and brainy. She might be worth enough to make my list. Oh, it's one of the bros. It's one of the bros. I glance to my left, just in time to catch another classmate, Yahiko Ikari, winking conspicuously at Elizabeth. Oh, sorry. It's just been some time since I, read words. She clearly ignores him. He's not worth my time. That's Yahiko for you. I can't remember a day when he hasn't tried to flirt with some girl or another. Damn, what a man whore. Technically, it's a former roommate. Oh, I mean, is this in high school? Because the class looks like a college seating. You know? I mean, if high schools actually had this, then... Oh boy. Wow. How close of a friend? Well, that's up for debate. Oh, sorry, it just, let me cough here. She... No, it was she... No! What voice do I have? He has to be like,
She managed to deflect my charms.
yeah, that's it. How I wonder. I wonder how.
Me too. No one can resist the Yakihiko Ikari.
Yahiko! Oh, come on. I'm just trying to flirt with the girls. There's like so little time. American school systems be like, we have like 30 minutes of class and then 1 minute to get to the next class. Ugh! I've heard news of my past the high school that I used to attend, and then their like schedule always changes because it always changes. Even when I was in the high school, it always changes. And then they're trying to like do like a college setup, like 4 classes, and then they're 2 hours long or something like that. Like hell nah! If I was in high school, I'd be blowing my brains out, bro. Like sure you need to prepare kids for college, but on the other hand, you aren't even supplying the actual, experience. Because you have classes 2 hours, but because it's high school and the rules that were set at that particular school, other schools probably would allow students to have 7 minutes or something. I don't know. From what I can remember, it was like 4 minutes to get to the next class. Whew. I know. It was like prison slave labor, you know what I mean? Just class, class, class. I barely even used the locker. Of course, when it was after school activities, then I'd put stuff in the locker. Thankfully, they had uses. But most of the time I'd be like a big old turtle. Big old turtle. Well, we must study the past and understand the future. As such, it's imperative that the next topic will be taken seriously. So, where do you see yourself in 10 years? Wow. Where do I see myself in 10 years? Making YouTube videos about anime horror games. I'm barely able to stifle a snort. It's only, what, the 2nd day of school? Sure, this is the 3rd class here. Ah, yes. It is a high school. We're preparing for the college entrance exam. It's one of those big high schools, if that's the case. Does that mean that we have to know exactly what we want to do for the rest of our lives? College. I can talk and rant all day about it. But it seems like it's a necessity just for entrance level jobs nowadays. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Jobless. YouTube full time. The teacher pointedly looked at me, a hard glint in her eye. Yama Ishimoto, perhaps you'd like to get us started. I'd like to say, no, thank you. But that'd be pretty rude. So what I'd say is, actually, no. I'll manage my parents' restaurant. I guess. I mean, it's nothing like, I don't really know what else I'm gonna do, you know?
The teacher's lips tighten ever so slightly. I know what she's thinking. I must be, as they say, special needs. No passion, no ambition. He will be a failure, this one. It'll pay the bills. What more can I ask for? Really, dude? Out of anything you could have picked? Restaurant manager. Lame.
L to your forehead. Well, what do you suggest?
Add a bunch more, dude. Like women, cars.
Like typical, atypical schmuck over here. And he criticized me for lack of imagination.
Come on, it's 10 years, man. Anything can happen.
Yeah, woman, cars. Teacher shoots him disapproving glare.
Hugo, thank you for volunteering.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
He beams full of life.
And I feel so much dread. Here goes his dream, the one that I've heard no less than 200 times before.
Well, Teach, I see myself with a Ferrari.
By the way, this is a free game, so even if they were to reference things, who cares?
I want to see myself with a Ferrari F500 under one arm, a Lamborghini Aventador 704 under the other, and a lot of beautiful women in between, fighting for the honorable privilege of bearing my children.
Andrew Tate over here. The class stares at him. Huh? With like the eyebrow, like, the eyebrow raise. Ah, heck. Let's have some fun. I whisper to him. What about the mansion? You have to mention the mansion. The California residence mansion.
All right. I almost forgot. Take all of that and put it in front of a 200,000 square foot mansion attended by a staff of 1,000 maids.
And where is it located? Please say California. Please say California.
Oh, it's in the Caribbean.
Yeah, and I mean, hey, you know, to him, you know.
On an island. A man-made island specifically constructed just for me with my name laser engraved into the hills so that every plane that flies by sees that it belongs to...
That's quite enough, Yakihiko. Thank you for your input. Clearly, she doesn't believe in his dream. He actually wants that. Actually, I don't think anyone except Yakihiko believes in his dream. Then again, Yakihiko has enough belief to make up for everyone else. Now, Umeko, what about you? As the rest of our classmates drone on and drone about blah, 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 mega corporation like Lemon Skate or Way Forward Pharmaceuticals, I lean closer to Yahiko. Damn, I forget so much about like the little tidbits of like this game's world or whatever. Jeez. You forgot some things.
I did?
The yacht, the walk-in closet for designer shoes, the private jet, a second mansion in Tahiti.
Oh crap, I did. Hey, Teach.
Fortunately for the teacher, the school bell rings before he can grab her attention. My classmates immediately shove their belongings into their bags, bolt out the door. They're like looking at the clock. No, the teacher's like talking. But how kids normally would be, they just shove their things in the bag. Like, go. Some kids would even be right at the door, even while the teacher's talking. Kids being disciplined? In America? Hilarious! If only teachers got paid actual money to deal with that. It's like daycare, but for adults. A restaurant manager, huh? And then there's Elizabeth slipping into Yakihiko's now vacant skirt. She shifts her backpack's weight into the desk and raises a patronizing eyebrow at me. Well, sorry for being realistic, Miss CEO of Mega Corporation.
Sorry that I actually have ambition, Mr. Manager of Family Restaurant.
Jeez, poor shaming me much. What, should I have talked about having a mansion and cars and maids on my own personal island? Jeez.
Didn't even shoot for a restaurant not owned by your parents.
Hey, they'll kick the bucket one day. I might as well be the one who takes over.
Have some respect, would you?
Jeez, why does she have to... jeez. I flash at her bright, overly friendly smile. See you around, Lizzie. She fumes, but forces herself to take a deep breath until her expression stills. Unfortunately. Huh, for shame. That was a pretty nice comeback. I'll give her that much.
Beth, still up for lunch?
Ah, girl! A student slides through the door with a warm smile and a wave. I recognize her as a girl who's always with Elizabeth. Don't know much about her. I don't even remember this girl. Like, who are you? You don't even have colored hair. In a blink of an eye, Elizabeth's face softens with a friendly grin.
I'll be right there.
Yeah, just in case it wasn't clear enough, her hate is directed exclusively at me. My god. She's a queen of angels to everyone else. Poor shame, particularly this girl, who I'd guess is the closest thing she has to a friend. Closest thing. She likes bullying me, though. Could she say that I'm her friend? Well, whatever.
Well, Ishimoto, it's been a pleasure.
I bet it has. See ya, random girl. She lifts her chin and stiffly walks out the room, nearly bumping into a startled Yahiko on the way out. As a train of second years, probably her groupies, pull away, Yahiko slips next to me.
Why did she talk to you? I want the coochie! The coochie! Not me, the great Yakihiro Ikari.
Maybe because there's a limit to how much brain cells she's willing to sacrifice for a conversation. Beats me. She's been doing that for a while.
Really?
Well, we were in the same class last year. Oh yeah, yeah. Really? Oh yeah, it's been like, it's complicated. It's a complicated history. I don't want to go too in depth with the history, the lore. Then again, to be fair, I don't talk to Yahiko much about my personal life. Huh, strange. Yeah, something like that. Not important, I guess. Yahiko evaluates me. Oh, jeez, your stoic expression.
Are you trying to be like one of those stoic redditors? Cringe. Anyways, I'll be off being Andrew Tate.
So what do you think about my dream earlier? This again. Second thought. Maybe we should have kept talking about Elizabeth. Jeez.
Same as the other 200 times you've told me.
Jeez, I'm like.
It hasn't been 200. Is it really?
203, to be exact.
Huh? So that means you think it's amazing, right?
It's the best dream in history. So original and realistic. I love the sarcasm.
Thanks, dude.
But I don't think you're aiming high enough. You gotta go even higher, to the moon. What should I add? A moon? Yeah, moon, the moon. I'm just the best. I'm anime prediction 5003. You know, I play all these anime games. Is it bad about the writing quality? I don't know. It's just, I'm just in sync with these characters, you know? Aim for the moon.
Oh my lord, you're absolutely based. Forget Tahiti.
A mansion on the moon! I'm such an avid predictor. I'm a prediction maestro. You'd be the first, and probably the last.
Just think of all the possibilities. No one's even set foot on the moon. Imagine how famous I'll be if I build a mansion there.
No one's even set foot. Have you paid attention to history class? Neil Armstrong. Either I stepped into conversation at the wrong time or someone just came up with a really stupid idea. Whoa! It's the rest of the gang, I guess. Enter Ryu Hayata, a friend of mine for 10 years. Technically, she's a grade lower than me, but that doesn't stop us from hanging out. She stuck with me through thick and thin. She probably knows me better than I know myself. Beside her stands Masato Kurogane, hardy in both build and personality. If I had to describe him in one word, I used fire. Easily antagonized, hard to put out, blazes every obstacle out of his way. Afternoon, little daisies, what's going on here?
I'm gonna build a vacation home on the moon.
Yeah, this is like the, I love this game.
Somehow I can't be surprised. Sorry for stuttering. I know, right? I'm brilliant. You're just stuttering because of just my amazement. You're flabbergasted. I know, amazing, the moon, right?
You're so bright. You're blinding me. What have you been telling him? That a giant leap for him is a small step for mankind. She has to think about that for a moment. But I'm rewarded with a smirk. Look at that luscious smirk of hers. It could put any man to admiration.
Clever.
I know, I'm just the best. Look, if you kids done yapping, Yama and I gotta head back to track.
What? I didn't think Yama's joining again this year.
Of course he is. That lazy fat larditard. This is news for me.
Doesn't seem like a good idea considering he only went to one practice last year and ditched the rest.
Well, he ain't ditching this year. I ain't that right, man. Well, now that you mention it.
What's that?
You guys didn't even win last year. Masato, no need to make a big deal. Hey, you don't need to win necessarily competitions. Track's all about competing against yourself. It's all about just trying to see if you can become a better you. You know, track, it's like metaphors for like jumping the hurdles and jumping through the obstacles that life throws at you. Masato's eyes flare with instinctual need to prove his worthiness of track. We're winning this year! I got a secret weapon! Really? Masato lights up at Ryu's apparent interest. See, who we lost last year because we didn't have good names. This year, we got a great one! Oh, the name. I see. Marvelous Masa! Well, at the very least, it was a pretty good opportunity to joke around. Wow, that's fantastic! And I call myself Speed of Light Mountain Destroyer. The hell? You should rename yourself the Streaking Shadow Dark Eradicator. Then we'll be unstoppable. Ain't no way I'm going with that. Yeah, he isn't great with sarcasm. Ah, this is my friend group. Welcome everyone to the world of Lucid9. Oh, jeez, what is even with this game? I smirk at him, but before I can elaborate, the PA above crackles to life. The club fair is officially open in the courtyard. The club fair? Oh, that's like the join our club! Join our club! Please join our club! It's like something you'd see in college. Although, sorry, I don't even remember any other year that there's a club fair even happening in college. I only remember in freshman year. And then I got no word about it ever in any other year. I'd have to go out of my way to research about these things. Damn, crazy. Alrighty, at just the second day, maybe the school's just making everything happen faster this year. I don't really see why. Isamu Imperial Boarding Academy has always done well for itself, even throughout the recession. There's no need to change things now. It's club time. Let's go take a look. No thanks, I'd rather not be blacklisted. What does that mean? It means that she's afraid to go with you. You'll outshine her so much that the clubs won't be interested in her. Ah! Ryu glares at me, only to wink back. Well, you shouldn't worry about that, my dear Ryu. I'm sure I can use my substantial sphere of influence to get you a good spot. I'm already in a club, you know. Drama club. Ah, the drama. Oh, right. She's been in the drama club since last year. And somehow, he's still forgotten. Damn. For a drama club, we ain't really making any dramatic entrances with, you know, this conversation and all. Then, what was Yama talking about? Nothing. Just acting like an idiot. Ah! Well, you know what they say. Like attracts like. Huh? Whatever. Ryu elbows me sharply in the ribs, but her lips are pulling up at the corners. They also say opposites attract. Yeah, and we know which one you are. Anyways. By the way, this is a murder game. By the way, people die in this. Did I just miss something? No more than you usually do. People die. There's like real life consequences to your actions in this game. Do you know that? Well, I don't remember do you remember about the murder that happened? Well, further ado, I bid thee farewell. Bye-bye. You know, we'll be there, right, huh? Huh? Club recruitment day, all the clubs will be there, including track and drama. Oh, well, see you there. And then you whisks out the room. You're coming to the track booth, yeah? Me, track's poster child. In fact, I'd probably just scare away potential recruits. Don't think like that. You could be a great asset, man. You just gotta believe. AKA every movie theme ever. We exchange Snickers, but Masato grabs my arm. Really, man, you coming? Sure, why not? Really? Not like I have anything much to do. He grins. Oh, good, very good. I gotta go set up. I'm expecting you there. See ya. He dashes out the room after a quick wave to Rui. She smiles back and promptly turns to me. Have you figured out why he wants you to join track so badly? Hell no. She hesitates for a moment and glances around the room. Oh my. Oh, you know, you could join the drama club instead. It could be a valid excuse for Masato. I know. but still, he'd really like it. I don't know. The peer pressure. Although in all seriousness, at least try things in high school. do as much. And even if your club, high school theoretically, quote unquote, doesn't even have clubs, go and create it. Even if you're like a freshman, because, you know, the club would last longer or something like that, right? And, you know, kids just want to have fun, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just try your best, do as much, because I remember having a great high school because I was able to go out and try things and, you know, be proactive with my time. Not like that murder druggie over there. He's murdering and doing drugs because he's bored. But these kids are using their valuable time and, well, you know, using it effectively. Boredom is like the I don't know, the devil's idol sin, the sin of the idol, or the whatever. Either way, do stuff in the school, do anything and everything that's, you know, beneficial to your own character. I remember my father pressured me to, you know, join the band. I didn't even want to play an instrument, but lo and behold, I'm music boy over here. I'm Mr. Music Boy over here. Yeah. And I'm working and learning about how to make games and doing the music. Yeah. Not only am I playing this game to just, you know, fill in the gaps of my scheduling, but I'm also learning how to use visual novels, and I have to look back because this is a Renpai game, may I remind you. So if I use my controller, for example, you see, like, I'm highlighting the buttons over here. I'm gonna press up, and it did not highlight the auto. I don't know why that's a problem in Renpai. It happened to me too. I don't understand why. But look, I'm gonna, yeah, see how the mouse moves? I can just click it with my mouse if I wanted to, but even then it doesn't highlight the auto thing. Whatever. And make-believe is one of the few things I don't mind doing. Haha. But it's so much work.
So more work than you track, idiot. Besides, it could be really fun.
I'll take your word. She rolls her eyes and shoulders in the back. Huh.
Well, fine, Mr. Grumpy Pants. Uncle Grandpa Pants. Some of us have club boost demand, so I could get going.
I'll go with you. We walk step to the door, almost into freedom! Freedom, because we're Americans! I think. I don't know if this is a Japanese school. Who cares? Yama Ishimoto.
Surely you didn't expect to escape so easily.
My attitude problems. I turn to you, suddenly pleading. Bail me out.
Not a chance.
What?
It builds character.
I have plenty of character. Come on, throw up a distraction for me. Please. I throw in a shameless dose of puppy eyes. She only pokes my forehead, sticking her tongue out.
You win some, you lose some. Just be glad it's with a teacher instead of police.
She darts off, and I call, faltering after her. No, please. What was that, young man? I turn to the teacher. Whoops. Nothing. Great weather we're having. Great weather. The most inoffensive thing you can say. Yeah, the weather, right? At this point, at what point? It's the second day of school. What is she even referring to? Last year? Come on. It's clear that detention is doing nothing for your toxic toxic? What are you? Toxic masculinity, ass looking blah. Look at you. Because I can nap in detention? Bro, I've taken the liberty of recommending you to therapeutic mentorship, which will, take place on campus at the discretion of our dorm manager. Requirements will be 1 hour, 5 days a week. Oh, why? The mentor will need to sign off on every visit. The what now? Are you scheduling brainwashing sessions? Excuse me? You might have any other diets, but civility and respect are integral cornerstones. Hell nah. Ugh. I could tell you memories. I could tell you awful memories. Just to summarize, I've experienced this quote-unquote brainwashing. They treated me like a special ed kid when I was in, like, old elementary before moving into the new town. I was treated like a retard. I had no friends. I hated it. I despised it. I remember distinctly sitting at, like, this circle table, and I still have, like, this little plastic toy that is, like, a spiral thing for ADHD kids. They just, like, handed it to me. The teacher walks out the room, the door to the back. My chair is, like, facing this other door that exits the outside. And then there's this circle table. And then I could just see through the window of the door, just, like, the screams of happy children. And kids like having fun at recess, and then I'm over here being treated like a capital A retard. Ah! But good thing that's over. Good thing that is over. If it doesn't result in screaming away at the arrogance of yours, then I say good riddance. I'm shocked by the usual passionate outburst. She slows her breath, shaking us. Take this! Mr. Ryota's office. You know where it is. A tiny pinch of the tender releases. Mr. Ryota's the mentor. Maybe this won't be so bad. I give the book a once-over. The cover is somber and 100% boring. Block letters. Primates of the 21st century. 100 plus correctional techniques to improve the mindset of any underdeveloped adolescent. Well, gee. Honored. Take it. I take it. Goodbye, Yami Ishimoto. She flounces out of the classroom, clearly fed up with my shenanigans. Walk. Wordlessly, I turn and head down the corridor. Guess someone's a little touchy, and not that I can blame her. Jeez, if I had a student like that, I'd hate him too. I tromp down the stairs and the first floor stop before the door at the edge of the hallway, bearing the sign, J. Ryota, dorm manager. I rap sharply on the wood. Rap? Sharp? Mr. Ryota, what is it? Nuclear war? Wait, no? Meh, don't feel like opening the door for anything less important. How I could open the door for myself? Locked it, don't bother. What? There it is, action-packed orchestral strings, just barely bleeding through the wood. Faint changing of swords on shields. Are you in a clan war, Mr. Ryota? This is awkward. You're on League of Legends, aren't you? Ah! A moment later, the door locks, clicks open. And here we are. Slip inside the room, holding back a smile. And I think this is the perfect time. No, I'm just kidding. The office is minimalistic in its furnishings, but really, I was going to end it, but I feel like we should end it after this. But very welcoming, warm light, and comfort. It's the first episode after all. Highlighting the comfortable chairs arranging around a coffee table, bare bowl, potato chips. Potato chips. Mmm, tasty. In the corner, I spot a comely mahogany desk, top of which Jiro Ryota in a very dramatic position. Oh, look at this room, so futuristic. Welcome to the satin room. Have you brought an offering to appease the Dark Lord? Indeed, I have. With an equally exaggerated bow, I present the book and note from my teacher. Mr. Ryota's eyebrows scrunch in confusion. Huh? The hell's this? I kind of got in trouble earlier for talking back. Instead of detention, the teacher's convinced that I need more permanent solution. Like death? I can help you with that. She was thinking more along the lines of counseling, I believe. Oh, okay. But what the hell is this? What the hell is this? Wait, is that the hell? I guess that's how the teacher sounds. Whoa. I just looked at the face. I was like, yep, this is the voice. You know, that's kind of weird. Sometimes you look at a character and then you have a particular voice in their head in mind, you know? And sometimes you see characters and that's why voice acting's good or challenging, right? You have to find the right voice to just look at a character. Wow, biased. Am I right? For you know, helping me. Oh, right. Well, I'll put it where it belongs. He probably throws it in the trash. Where it belongs! Boosh! Trashketball! This is a new game I've invented. Boom! A trashketball! Which extracts a laugh from me. Now to business. Let me read up on what exactly your teacher wants. As I drift over to the paper that I silently hand to him. Oh boy, is it this precious. Let me translate. Dear Mr. Ryota, I've had trouble subduing a boy who actually has a brain and doesn't care for the inefficiencies of bureaucracy. Me and my homies hate bureaucracy. Me and my homies hate government bureaucracy. Throw the bureaucracy. Seriously, they don't do anything. They just prefer stagnation than actually doing stuff. Seriously, a woman who was certainly the most boring person in her graduating class. Damn, what a bitch. I choke back laughter as he crumples the paper into a ball and lobs it in the trash. By the way, don't tell anyone I said that. You know, the whole bitch part. Or I might get fired. And then you'd have to take counseling from Mr. Hanazawa. And then where would you be? Consider the NDA signed. Mr. reclines. You know, also, I remember in the old high school, the student council people were good people, you know? They were able to relate to the troubled kids, but they were also able to show that strictness of authority that they need, that level of control, because schools nowadays, they just seem to be all about like respect or something, even though they don't actually respect, or like caring for the kids. They don't care about the kids, and then you have teachers getting fired because they're trying to keep controlling the school, and then lo and behold, you don't have people wanting to become a teacher because there's no authority or strictness or punishment. When kids got F's in the past, they stayed back, but now they get like, they still graduate, but with like asterisks saying this kid's like a retard. This kid doesn't royally deserve the high school diploma, but we kind of like gave it to them because, you know, we're forced to by the school administration, by the educational board. So how's the apartment? Still in one piece mostly. Good to hear. And Phil? Phil? The little houseplant, the one I placed on your shelf. Oh, your memory sucks more than mine, kid. Oh, right. I vaguely remember Mr. Ryoda forming an odd attachment to the plant. When I moved, and he called it Phil. I think it died. That's a bit odd. I thought he was a fake plant. Nope, looked fake on the outside. Guess but all real inside. Satisfied smile puts in Mr. Ryoda's lips. Ah, the lips. I suddenly realized the metaphor. We're not talking about plants, are we? Your optimism is inspiring, kid. I would have thought your answer would be contrary. What, people look real on the outside, but they're all fake inside? Something like that. Yeah. They're all fake. They're all fake. Everyone's a faker. Everyone's a faker. We were talking about plants. How was I supposed to know that? Well, you know how. So that, you know, is your answer the same? Nah. Didn't you even need to think about it? It's the truth. People pretend to be genuine on the outside, but inside they're all fakers. They're all snakes. I have no friends in high school. And no one likes me. No one likes me. I'm so insecure. Everyone's a faker. Mr. evaluates me for a moment, but to my surprise, there's no judging in his gaze. His gaze. He must be really party pleaser. I'll be here all week. Depression. I can tell that the mind's on the fast track to psychoanalysis, childhood trauma, clinical depression, etc. Time to put that to the rest, because if anything should be blamed, it should be my 100% natural disdain for humanity. Ha! Power of observation, my dear friend. Their heart. Then the heart must be pretty pathetic. Did I ever see otherwise? No, I guess you did. Eases from the topic and leans back in his chair, drawing a planner from his drawer. Well, if it were me, I'd say that you're just like any other surely teenager going through the first throes of senioritis. Senioritis. That brings me back. But paperwork's been signed, then you know how bureaucracy goes. I thought our government was supposed to be more efficient since the national changes. You assume they actually do things. The government, am I right? Your teacher recommended that we meet every day, but honestly, who has time for that? Lamau. We'll just play by ear, and you let me know if you get the urge to murder someone. Probably means you're due to another checkup. I checked what he sent me, a copy of a spreadsheet that's taped outside the door, revealing his available times. Wow, how do you have this much free time? Life as a door manager's just swell, ain't it? I thought you'd at least have some kind of job. I'll let you in on a secret. The kids here don't cause that much trouble. Not because they're angels, because they're just boring. They're just baseless. They're not based, they're baseless. They're coded! They're coded! Because they're too prissy. They don't want to get their manicured nails dirty with all the graffiti or booze. But they do need someone to cry to when they stub a toe, or the other teachers seem to think that it fits their job description. Actually, it's more likely that they just don't want to deal with hormonal brats. Haha, am I right? So instead of being a helicopter parent, I get to be the daycare person. Like with me? Well, you're just more interesting. Haha. Great. Well, what do you get to hear? Whining about grades, toxic relationships? Sometimes, but not always. At any rate, I'm the president of the United States. I can complain. Makes my job easy. I'm Obama now. Okay. Thanks for your massive contribution to society. You're absolutely welcome. It seems equal to yours. I snort. He chuckles. Yeah, this could be really painful if I haven't got Mr. Ryota. Well, as your loving, caring, and awe-inspiring mentor, I'll be going back to League of Legends. I need to do those raids. I'll schedule an appointment tomorrow, but that's, you said, you need to expand our opportunities, broaden your horizons. You need to be a man who hasn't gone before. But I want to do things. You have to do things. Most important, you need to get out of my office so I can check my clan. That's just sad, Mr. Ryota. World domination calls. See ya. Shoves out classroom. And without another word, he shoved me out and slammed the door. Yeah, true. I had no choice but to head to the school courtyard on the next episode. Ah, yeah. You likey this, huh? I know, it introduces you with the bang, cold open murder. And with, like, the drugs and the pills or whatever. I said in the beginning, whatever. It just brings me back. Welcome back. I'm gonna be on my grind. I'm gonna be back on the grind. And I hope we can be back the next time. Love you to bits. You all kiss later. Peace.